Facebook family. We're going to do a little bit of a Taurus reading today. It's not quite Taurus season. We are approaching it though. So this is going to be a recording for everyone, just looking at the forecast of the new season that's coming upon us. So it'll be Universal Time 1:11 on April 20th, when the sun kicks into Taurus. And when this happens, we have a couple things going on. When the sun moves into any sign, this is a shift for everyone. This is a shift for everyone, moving from our dynamic energy, our fire energy, our inspiration, our power, our internalized autonomy, and moving that into what can be sustainable, what can be physically materialized, what of those passions and those ideas will take us forward and we can actually start to build on and nourish ourselves with. That's Taurus energy. This season, Venus will come through with the sun. There is a lot going on. Venus has really been around. This is her home, one of two. She's got two houses. Libra is owned by Venus, and so is the stars of Taurus. So when Venus comes through there, which will happen a few days after, I'm going to pull up my ephemeris and take a look at it. But when Venus comes through, after the sun has come through, there is a series of events that happens, okay? So the series of events works like this. When the sun is happening first, there is a burst of information. There is a burst of recognizing, like information is illuminated. Really about priorities. When we're talking about Venus and Taurus and Sun, we're talking about priorities. We're talking about what means the most to us and what we can, what we really believe is sustainable based on those passions that we discovered in Aries season. So 2021 May, Venus moves into Aries in April. So she's actually coming first. So in a few days she enters on the 15th. She's going to enter. So we're actually having Venus coming first. So like I said, when the sun comes first, there's this information download, this drop of the veil where everything is illuminated and we can really see what is what, what sparks us, what passion comes through us when the sun comes first. There's like, you can't ignore the information, but when Venus or any ruler really enters the sign before the sun gets there, as the sun is on its way, there is a blessing in the road, okay? There is a, specifically with Venus and Jupiter, because they are benefics, when they enter the sign, which Jupiter is entering Pisces as well, which is a ruler, there is a like a red carpet rollout, like a golden path, like this is, I'm almost seeing like the Wizard of Oz energy, like the golden road. That really is Venus entering Taurus before the sun. So by the time we get there on April 20th, when the sun actually does move in, we will feel this like, oh, wait a second, this has been prepared for us. Not only did that great idea and that mission and that excitement that we felt in Aries season really translate and click with everybody around us, Aries, Libra, but now that I am working towards it, I see that the path is laid in gold. And that's really what Venus coming into Taurus before the sun is going to feel like. And this is why I do all my readings with like live and with my clients and with my general readings like this one. I will look at the information with you. Like we read this together. I will check the information with you, because it really is a matter of digesting piece by piece. And I think when there's when astrologers come up, and sometimes it can just be too much information and they just list things, and there's just so many things to digest. So I like to take it one at a time and always start with the positives. So again, Venus is, speaking of positive, Venus is coming through the sign. She will, like I said, she will enter the sign on the 15th of April, okay? And then the sun enters 5 days later. So we really do have a week there where there will be gifts, and there will be a lot of sharing, a lot of trust developed. There's a lot of free trust going around. People are really believing in themselves and their partners and their endeavors, or they're believing in their destruction. It can go either way. Taurus is stubborn. If you don't really believe and work towards what you want to manifest and you just focus on the negative, Taurus season can have you pile driving yourself into a big brick wall. So you really need to get your priorities in order. That's what Aries season really is about, is like checking ourselves. That would have started March 19th, 20th, and it's ending April 20th. So we really get that inspiration of like the spring coming through, like the same way that the seeds are feeling that inspiration to break through their encasing and rip through the grass. That's Aries season, but it's Taurus season that has those roots being nourished by the ground. Okay, those roots may be breaking out in Aries season, but it's the earth itself that's going to nourish. That's why another thing that I will say about Taurus season for all my Taurus people is that the secondary ruler, although it's Venus, it is theorized that there are other rulers and dignified energies when they come through the stars of Taurus, other than Venus. So the first one is Earth. And you're like, what? But it actually does make a lot of sense. The cow, the sustainability, the persistence, the growth, the reflection with Mother Nature. Earth as a planet very much does symbolize what Taurus is all about in its energy in the stars of Taurus. Ceres has also been Demeter. The goddess Ceres asteroid has also been theorized to represent very similar themes as Taurus. I personally like her for Capricorn, but we all have our own. But it is theorized that she has, because she is the goddess of the green and blooming in life in general, and kind of a Gaia energy herself. So there is like that earthly Taurus energy to that. Taurus also opposites Scorpio. So when Taurus comes into season, Scorpios really are getting a reflection on who they partner with and how they partner. This will be the last Taurus season before the nodes enter your sign, Taurus and Scorpio. So this season very much is a subconscious understanding of who you think you are and what your priorities are in this life. The nodes change signs later this year. So you're good for a bit. This will remain subconscious for Taurus and Scorpio. These changes will start taking place, though, and really take effect this April on the 20th and going forward through Taurus season, and then again in late October through November for Scorpio season. Aquarius and Leo, the other two fixed signs, with Venus coming through here in the Sun and then Mercury. Aquarius, this is going to be better for you than it is for Leo, just because Aquarius, you have the trine to the nodes, to the north node, and Leo, you have trine to the south node. So for Aquarius energy, this really is about an evolution, stepping into something that you have known you were going to do your whole life, but you're stepping into it now. And for Leo, this really is about looking at your past self and looking at your past life and seeing, honoring who you've been so that you can step into who you currently are. For the mutable signs, Virgo, Pisces, Mars and the nodes are still squaring your energy. So there is a lot of struggle with work and home and trying to find that balance. It's not really gonna make much like total sense until the nodes move out of Gemini and Sagittarius. You will continue to get these fated events, that situations that are teaching you how to identify differently with who you've been and who you want to be. And that's just because this is 10th house, 4th house stuff for you. Gemini and Sag, it's busy. It's busy. Okay, Jupiter is coming into Pisces, so this is excellent for all of the mutables because you really are getting like a redefinition of your faith and why you move so, like all the mutables move and they will tell you like I can always feel when things are shifting and changing. That's mutable energy to be able to pick up on those senses. Like Cancer can kind of do it too, but they have too much fear. The mutable energy is really comfortable diving into any kind of change, and it's because they have Pisces in the cross, in the square of the 4 signs. Pisces involved, and Pisces is faith. Pisces is total acceptance and release of expectations so that you can have faith in how it's going to go. Just pure universal faith. And with Jupiter, the ruler, coming back in here, we really are getting a new revisation of the fact that you know how to manifest based on your faith. Like you know how to grow. Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Gemini, this is all you. Like you guys are getting Jupiter into a mutable sign. This is huge. You're going to be growing and expanding on identity, work, home, partners too. Like it's all changing and growing in a good way. Like Jupiter is very happy in Pisces. This is his home. What else? Those are the cardinal signs, I guess. So Cancer, Aries, Capricorn, and Libra. This energy coming through for Libra. New routines. Big on new routines. Way more focused on, like, you know how Libra, you were like meeting a lot of people and connecting with a lot of people through the Great Conjunction. And you were really, like, no doubt before the Great Conjunction happened, and you feel free to look up those dates. And before it happened, you would have definitely been triggered over and over again, like, hey, are you sure these are your people? Are you sure this is your tribe? When the Great Conjunction happened, it would have been like an awakening. You would have been able to see that who you socialize with and your subconscious are literally the same thing. You have no 11th house line, okay? Pisces, you have no line. Aquarius energy, you are definitely stepping into that. So with Libras, that's where it was. Libras, having just Saturn in Aquarius now, and Pisces, like having Jupiter move in, that is really pulling that, like you should be completely divided on who you want to be and how that works. Like the kind of creative fun that you have, which is with weird people and strangeness and uniqueness, you understand now that you have to accept that that means that there aren't specific routines. That's not your element. You have a 6th house of Pisces, like not your element. You need to be able to go with the flow and really embrace that ability to have a daily life with no expectations. Cancer, this one, really good for you in the creative zone. Jupiter coming into Pisces, this is excellent for you. Your 11th house is getting Venus. Like you may be experiencing a lot of people, meeting a lot of people, and interacting with a lot of new people. Very spiritually connected too. These are and a lot of feminine energy. I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be a lot of women. And not that that's a problem for you, Cancer. You're always comfortable in the feminine. The moon going through all of its signs every month. You're always very easy. You always change things up very quickly and go through moods very fast. That's just a Cancer energy thing. And I want you to understand that that's normal. Let it happen. While Jupiter and Venus are activating in these positive houses for you, there's going to be a lot of manic energy. Just let it happen. Okay, Cancer? Just let it happen. Your values center has the nodes in it. Sorry, your subconscious has the node, has Mars. You're going to feel triggered to move, to like really activate yourself. But at the same time, as soon as you think about it, you're going to get tired. As soon as Mars moves out of there, then you'll have, and Mars will move out of Gemini in move into your sign on the 22nd to 23rd, universal time. So when Mars moves out of that Gemini energy and moves into your sign, you will be really driven. You're going to have so much energy to do things. I really implore you to take this to the gym or to the sexual dungeon with your partner or something, because like you're going to feel like motivated, strong, empowered, passionate, and your partners are going to see that in you. They're going to be very attracted to your libido. It's just going to be on fire. Capricorn, Pluto's in your sign now, and that's the only one left. Like Saturn's gone, Jupiter's gone. You have all that catastrophe you faced 2017, 18, 19, all that catastrophe and that change and that acceptance that you had to do. It really has become part of your value center, and you can speak your truth in your experience now. Jupiter moving into Pisces is really good for you spiritually. You're going to be able to talk your truth and communicate and grow through your experiences. You also might meet some teachers, some guru people that come through in the form of childhood minds. There's going to be a lot of creative energy. I almost see like Capricorns running Montessori schools and stuff. There is a lot of that. Venus coming into Taurus for you is excellent. You know, like anytime our sign gets a good transit, it's good for you because you're in her sign. So while Venus is making her way through here, you're going to be feeling expansive. You're going to be feeling like, you know, you can go anywhere and plot anything. You may even be planning for and plotting for and saving for a distant trip or a faraway land or a course. This is ninth house stuff, so it could be that you're planning for a course, like you want to, I'm hearing like two different kinds of courses. Like you're like, I'm going to take this course in learning, but I'm also going to take this course of work that I have to do. Sorry, that was muddled. Saturn is strong, and like your ruler is very strong in your second house, so you're very concrete about your savings and your situation and your value system. Like you may feel a little repressed when it comes to your bank accounts, but it's because you're supposed to be learning to share and have people around you who are supposed to be learning to share. Your Leo partners and your Gemini partners, they're on fire right now, so they're going to be spending some money. You may be the one that has the, okay, let's look at the book, let's look at the pocketbook. You may have to pull that, but you love to do that anyway, so whatever. Oh, who's left? Who am I forgetting? I did Cap, Cancer. Oh, Aries. Well, you had a fun time, didn't you? That was quite a season. With Venus moving out of your sign and into your pocketbook, you will be feeling that new, you know, those new lessons that you got in who you are and what your value are and how you appreciate yourself. That shit that you've been digesting this last month, it's definitely going to start showing up in your value system. And you will be speaking your value. You will be using your second house in a very positive way. Jupiter's moving into your 12th house. You're just going to be having some insane dreams. Also, there could be travel plans for far distant lands or fantasies. This is an excellent time to write a book if you have any of those kind of ideas, Aries. This is an excellent time while Jupiter is in your 12th house to write a fantasy novel. Taurus, the sun moving into Taurus, really just focus on your values again. Really focus on your abilities to be sustainable and sustain yourself. Am I forgetting anybody? I did the fixed signs, I did the mutables, and I did the cardinals. I think we're good. We're good? All right, let's throw some cards, and then we'll be done. My ears just went a little deaf. I'm going to do prayer. Hi, Mama. Please protect me and keep me safe. Give me clear, concise messages for the collective, and I promise to take them with authentic reasoning and understanding. Bless you, bless me, bless me. Shuffle. One card right away. 3 of Pentacles. We are doing the work. We are starting the project. There's an entrepreneurship here, and there are people watching you. people are studying you, and you're also being marked. So this is a good time for really doing your best work. You really feel like you are doing your best work, and you're putting something up that you can be proud of and that other people can be proud of as well. Next card up, strength. This is the Leo card. This is the positive side of strength. We see the energetic and almost angelic energy of this woman draped in white for her spiritual abilities with a crown of thorns on her head. But they're not thorns, they're golden leaves. So it's a crown of connection to source and prosperity. She has a smile on her face, and she's got her hands in the mouth of a beast. She is not afraid. She knows that this beast is not going to hurt her. She has pure faith in her gentle touch. If we see up here, there's also the infinity symbol, like the magician. She has spirit working right through her. One more time. One more? Do we get one more, Spirit? One more card? Oh, I'm getting two more. Okay, Two of Swords. You're definitely at an impasse here. You can feel there's toxic tension around you. There's crazy waves around you. There's a lot of pressure. You feel loudness all around you and wind. There is no stability here. You are holding on to two things that you feel are true. One hurts you and one doesn't, but you can't tell the difference without your intuition, so you need to take off the blindfold so you can handle and understand these truths and make the right choices. And the other card that came up was the King of Cups. We have Cancer male energy here, Pisces male energy, and Scorpio male energy. This is a safe place of love and conditioning. I also see a blonde male here, very Piscean. He's holding the scepter of magic as well as the cup, which is full, but we can't tell if it's spilling or anything. It's just steady and stable. So he has the power to protect, but he also can see through the darkest nights. He's not afraid of darkness. He sits on a throne in the water. He is very comfortable in his emotions and being stable for other people. This is your rock. He is your rock. Go with this male Pisces energy, this masculine Pisces feminine emotional state that you see in men. Go towards that. That's a safe place. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the King of Swords reversed and the World on the other side. The King of Swords reversed is a very arrogant energy of not wanting to accept any new truths because you think you know everything. Yeah, don't do that. And the World reversed is ignoring the fact that you are part of a bigger spectrum, and if you don't make these karmic moves, things do not progress evolutionarily along for your ancestry line. This is bigger than you. Okay, guys, I'm going to upload this. I love you so much. Thank you so much for all your support. You're amazing.